It's August 17th, 2007, and welcome to This Day in Alternate History. I'm Jason Adams.
And I'm Mer Lafferty. On this day in 1943, U.S. Army General George Patton arrived in Messina, Italy, closely followed by British Army Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery. Their goal was to finalize control of Sicily, which lay unguarded by Italian forces.
However, unbeknownst to either side, a grassroots guerrilla campaign had already been formed and begun to mobilize in Palermo. Led by recently self-exiled American Michael Corleone, the Sicilian Liberation Front was organized to fight for independence from Mussolini's oppressive control.
Realizing they weren't needed, the Allies pulled out of Sicily, and the emboldened SLF decided to take on the Italian military. The Italians believed that they had the Sicilians outmanned and outgunned, but they underestimated their foes' organizational skills.
The slow, fat Sicilians with brass knuckles, blackjacks, and switchblades held the front line. Those who hurled insults lined up behind them, followed by those that hurled Molotov cocktails. The Tommy gunners took the rear. The SLF's command consisted of a group of older Sicilians who were able to mobilize their comfortable recliners on top of new, sporty-looking cars. They called these Camaros.
With the tide of battle turning against them, the Italian army knew it was time to call in the big guns. Two notorious brothers with reputed magical powers, Marcus Mario Steele and Luigi of Bourbon Parma, both former plumbers, had recently rescued Princess Maria Francesca Anna Romana, daughter of Italian King Vittorio Emanuele III, from her imprisonment in a neighboring kingdom. These so-called Super Mario brothers had become the toast of the royal court.
Mario, Luigi, and the princess arrived at the battle, and the SLF immediately began to lose ground. Those that survived that bloody day swear they saw the brothers grow to twice their normal size. Eyewitnesses also insist they saw Mario's clothing change color as he spit fireballs out of his mouth. And the princess was said to have actually levitated, although not very high and only for 1.5 seconds at a time, while screaming like a banshee and impaling several of the SLF soldiers with radishes.
Feeling they had no choice, the Sicilians called on their traditional allies, the Goombas, for assistance. This peaceful and diminutive race of mushroom farmers and turtle ranchers rallied to the cause of the SLF, but tragically, Mario and Luigi stomped nearly every Goomba soldier to death.
And they're turtles.
Yes, Jason, and the turtles.
What did they ever do to anyone?
You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
The Vatican, finally realizing what was going on in their own backyard, called in a favor with their boss.
The entire Italian army was struck by simultaneous bolts of lightning, and Luigi's face was said to have melted away like it was made of wax. The last time anyone saw Mario, he was standing on the lip of Mount Etna, apparently locked in combat with a long-haired man. This besandaled stranger punched the plumber in the chest, shouting, "Open chest of rapturous fury!" And then Mario instantly exploded with fire and,
Lava?
Sure, why not? Lava. Anyways, the battle was over and the SLF won control over all of Italy, and their alliance with Vatican City led to a prosperous, peaceful reign that would last for several decades.
Until Italy's Congress issued a hit on Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. And another date in alternate history. I'm Jason Adams.
And I'm Mer Lafferty, and we put the story in history.